Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then I'm Letty. This is Letty Sparkle. Hi and welcome. So sorry for this very random intro, but I'm just editing my video that I'm going to post with this, and I realised that I didn't film an intro and I didn't film a I didn't come back showing my final look or do any of that good stuff. So I am so sorry. So I thought, as I'm editing, I'm just in the car at the moment editing my video, so I thought as I didn't have a intro, I'll just come in here, do a very quick intro. I do apologise. I'm still getting to the hangs of getting back to filming and get back to normality. So I hope you enjoy this video. It's just a very quick get ready with me. It was Christmas Eve and I was just getting ready to go ice skating. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please give it a huge big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy watching makeup videos, hair videos, apparently I've done one for hair video, I've got another one coming up soon. If you enjoy those sort of videos, then please do subscribe to my channel to catch up more with my other stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you do enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one. So I'm just going to do a quick get ready with me. So I just want to say I've already prepped my face with the D'Alba First Serum Spray, which I absolutely love. This is my second bottle. I've just run out, but I bought it on Black Friday. Love it. So I'm just going to pop some moisturiser on. I'm going to be using the Primark PS Prep and Perfect. The Perfect or Perfect? Oh, Perfect. Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Primer. I really like this. I use it as a moisturiser most days. Ignore my little clip on my head, but I'm doing a first impressions video on the Give Me Cosmetics hair range. So I'm just letting it air dry for 20 minutes while I do my makeup, and then I'll go back and do it. I'm not going to do anything too special. I just want to come back and give you a little update. I feel like my videos are all either unboxings or me giving you an update as to why I haven't filmed. But unfortunately, life does happen, and as much as I love filming and stuff, sometimes it just doesn't happen for me with working full-time and everything. But hopefully I'll get into more of a rhythm over the next few weeks. I'm just putting some lip balm on. My lips are super dry. It's the winter. I was very poorly with the flu, not last week, the week before. Actually, I might try this. This is that I've already got primer on. This is the Hydrating Gripping Primer. Let's give it a go. I'm going ice skating today. So it's the 23rd of December, Christmas Eve, which is very exciting. So I'm just going to do some very quick makeup, probably a red lip, because it's Christmas, I always do a red lip. I'm just going to try a little bit. This is the Beauty Crop Wee Cherie Gripping Primer, Hydrating Gripping Primer. So let's just try that. I wasn't planning on filming today, to be honest, but oh, it's really struggling to come out. Oh, here we go. It's really red, very Christmassy. Don't know how much it needs. I've just got a little bit. I'm just gonna go. Oh, it should make your face go a bit red. That's a bit concerning. I don't know, it feels very hydrating on the skin. Okie dokie. So for eyes, I'm just going to do something really simple. Aeroplane. I'm just going to do P. Louise base on my eyes. My eyebrows are due actually to be done, but I can't be bothered. I'm just going to do. I really miss filming. I just haven't had the time. And to be honest, I haven't got the budget at the moment to keep buying makeup, so I'm just going to have to come up with something new for me to do, because I can't afford to keep buying makeup at the moment. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I am right now. A couple of makeup palettes, a couple of eyeshadow palettes from MAC. So this is the MAC Mischief Minx. This is a couple of years, well, a few years old now, probably, I want to say like 4 or 5 years. And then I've got the Prissy Princess palettes. So the Mischief Minx is kind of like a very warm toned palette, and then this one is actually very cool toned. So I might do a bit of mix and match of warm and cool. Let me just get that to focus. Oh. So I don't know if you can still get these, but I'm sure because they're MAC you can probably get the colours. So I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush. This is a MAC 224S. And I'm going to go into the shade, I don't have the names for this one, but this brown shade here. It's quite warm, it's quite dark. I'm going to go with that one first. I'm just going to pop that. So I'm just going to blend that in to make sure that my base is set. I'm just going to pop that in the outer corner and kind of blend that into my inner corner. I am trying to find ways of doing my eyes differently because I've got quite a lot of extra skin around my eyes, and because of that I don't have hooded eyes, but they are kind of more hooded than they used to be. I still have a lot of space, like I've got a lot of space to work with, but it kind of hides when I open my eyes. It's all hidden because of the extra skin here. So if I can get like a little bit of Botox maybe to have my eye like this, then I look really stupid. Anyway, so I'm trying to learn of different ways to kind of go with my current eye shape now, and we'll go from there. But I'm just going to do that one as well. This one's slightly more pigmented on this side. I think I picked up more product, but it does blend really, really nicely, these shadows, so it should be fine. MAC shadows are really nice to work with, so they should all be. And all the thing is, I would say with eyeshadows is just, if you're in doubt, just blend more. Keep blending and blend until you're kind of happy with it, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to add a bit more here to the outer corner. I'm kind of more of a warm tone kind of girl when it comes to makeup. I might even go in with this little red number there. I might just stick with this palette actually and not use a Pretty Princess one, because I kind of like the like warm tones. And I'm just going to go in with that one a little bit lower than I did with the brown, and kind of blend that upwards into the brown to kind of give it that more of a like a reddish like hue. Not much, just like a little tiny bit. Again, the same one here. Just going to go and blend and do that. Yeah, I like that. So that's kind of just giving it a bit of warm vibes. There is a black in here which I'm not going to use. And then I'm probably going to go in with this this like brown shimmer shade here, which is that one. Yeah, so it's kind of like a goldy brown kind of situation. I'm just going to actually use my finger for that one. I'm just going to kind of do this. Oh, yeah, that's really pretty. Oh, I've got some on my face. Let me just rub that out. Like so. Yeah, I like that. Again on this side. And I just kind of start in the middle and then I kind of work my way into the inner corner. I normally actually like to use my ring finger. This finger's quite a big finger. But your ring finger kind of tends to be able to fit in there a bit better, especially as I've got nails in at the moment. Just got a Sigma eyeshadow brush in E55. This is a super, super old brush. Will it focus? Will it focus? Yes, it will. So this is a Sigma E55 brush. And I'm going to go into the shade next to that one, which is this one here. Which is more of like a goldy kind of shade. And I might even mix in with a little bit of this one here, which is a very, very gold shade. Yeah, I might mix the two up. And one is a Minx, quite like an orangey shimmer, and the other one is just gold. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of both. And then with the brush, just kind of go in the inner corner and blend that out into the other shade that I'd already done. And again on this side. Just to kind of give it a bit of dimension in that sort of scenario. I'm going to go back in with a smaller brush. This is a Spectrum B10 brush. It's kind of like a fluffy brush, like the MAC one that I was using, but a little bit smaller. And I'm going to go into the kind of to the brown again, to that dark brown that we used before, that one there. And I'm going to use that just to define that outer corner a little bit more and blend that into my outer V. Just so it kind of gives me a bit more dimension there. And then bring it into the inner corner a little bit. Lovely. I don't think I'm going to do eyeliner today. I'm going to do most of my face, and then I think I'll just do a little bit underneath the eye. And once we've got mascara and brows on, it'll look okay. For brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Powder. I can't speak. Goof Proof Brow Powder. This is a couple of years old now. I was actually working for Benefit when this was launched, and it is a decent product. So I kind of just go underneath my natural brows. I do a little bit on top, not much on top either. I don't like them to be completely too like drawn, but just to add where I've got gaps in my brow. So that's one brow down, and my brows are very different. It's very annoying. I start with this one, I have to kind of start here, because this one kind of goes like that, and then this one kind of just goes, I don't know why, but I kind of have to do a little bit here to kind of make them kind of look similar, and it doesn't always work. And then I'm gonna come down here and try and match them up a little bit. This one is naturally higher, and then I just do a little tiny bit in the corner here to kind of, for them to kind of look similar. They're never going to look the same, I've kind of accepted that, but my brows are a lot better than what they used to be. So if you look back at my videos, they are a little bit better. It's looking a little bit boxy, so I'm just going to soften it up a little bit. Even here it's a bit, there you go. They're kind of, this one is kind of, why is this one going so, I don't know, they're very annoying. Yeah, this one actually goes higher and this one doesn't, so I'm just going to make this one a little bit longer because that one is just a little bit longer down here, just so that it kind of matches with that one. Okay, it's a little bit better. They're not perfect, but yeah, it's not horrific either, so I am happy to go with that one. And then I will put gel at the end, so I'm just going to go in for foundation today. I'm at the last of this. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Warm Nude, so I do need to replace this one because I'm nearly out. I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. I'm going to use my MAC 270 brush, I think 170 brush, and I'm just going to pop that straight on. I'm just going to bring it out a little bit. I don't have much left of that, but I've got enough for today. Oh, just got all over myself. I really want to try some new drugstore products because I haven't really been in the drugstore game for a little while, only because where I worked at Boots I had access to the higher end makeup, and it's not because I don't like drugstore anymore, it's just because I got discounts and stuff, and when they were on offer I just used to buy stuff that I would normally never buy. And because I've not been at Boots for a couple of years nearly, I'm running out of everything, so I'm like, can't really afford to keep buying the really expensive stuff when I know there is really good drugstore stuff. And it wasn't really until I did my last video, which I think is one of my last videos that I filmed, which was one of my favourite products, and then most of them are really high end, and I was like, wow, what the hell happened to me? If you look at my old videos, it was all like drugstore. And I do like some nice high-end products, I'm not going to lie. I am, you know, some of them are amazing, not all of them, and there are some really good drugstores, so I'm going to have a quick look and see what's like popular at the moment, and in January I will do a little beauty haul, I think, of like drugstore products, because I do need a new foundation, I need a new concealer. My Too Faced concealer is completely out, and my Tarte Tape Shape's completely out as well. I've got my Kylie Jenner one that I don't like, so I'm not going to be using that one. I'm going to be using some of my Tarte Tape Shape concealer, and because of it's nearly out, I have to put this little thing in to try and scoop what's on the sides of the bottle, which is really annoying, but we do what we have to do. Actually, this is the really empty one. I've got another one. I have been saving some of my empties to do an empties video because I think that's I love watching them, so I'm hoping you guys do too, and seeing what I will repurchase. To be fair, with this one I normally pay for this with or buy this from QVC, and with QVC you can do the 5 easy payments or 3 easy payments or whatever it is. That's what I normally do. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with my Chanel bronzer. Here's me talking about going affordable, and then I'm going to bring out my Chanel bronzer. Such a bougie bitch. Oh, who the hell am I? Right, okay. So, to be honest, once this goes, as much as I do love it, I would not purchase it. It's 50 quid. And I have had it for a while. I do use it pretty much daily. Editing Letty here, just a quick update on the Chanel bronzer. As I've just literally posted my video, my little short with the Chanel bronzer in it, and I would definitely repurchase it if I could afford it. I think here I was at the point where I had spent all my money on Christmas and I was like, oh, I'm going to poor forever, which I'm not, obviously, so I definitely will repurchase it, so ignore what I'm saying. I do use it for work and everything, and I'm saying I won't repurchase it just purely because I cannot justify paying £50 for it. I'm just going to blend my concealer in. I am going to blend my bronzer, don't worry. I've not just left that and I'm not going to do anything with it. I will blend it all up. I do love the Tarte Tape. I do find it's one of the only concealers that doesn't crease too much under my eyes, which I love. Which is why I don't mind. I mean, it's £29.50, I believe. And last time I got it with this brush, so it came with this brush, which funnily enough I don't actually use for concealer very often. I use it mainly for, I use this side to put my Chanel bronzer on, and this side I kind of use to contour sometimes with, if I'm contouring, which, to be fair, I don't do very often. Just going to put a little bit, whatever's left over on the brush. Yes, we've got my friends coming over to see my house because it's like Santa's Grotto, and then we've got ice skating later on, so I'm just going to go above bottom of my eye like this and just kind of blend that ever so slightly out. And this is a Spectrum A28 brush. I'm going in with that darkest brown that I used first. Just going to do the same on this eye. Like so. Yeah, I like that. Okey-dokey. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now I'm going to go back in with this little brush, and I'm going to go into those two shimmers that I used in the inner corner and kind of bring that in a little bit. I just realised I haven't got my contacts in yet, that's annoying. And that's how we do it. So it's just a very, very simple eye look. This eye look would literally take me 2 minutes to do. It's just a bit of plopping, blending, plopping, blending, plopping, blending. And I know I make it sound really easy, but it can be quite simple. I'm just going to blend my concealer upwards into here, because where I'd kind of go in there it then stops, and I've got quite darkness. I've got a bit of darkness there, so I'm going to keep it simple, no eyeliner. I think it looks nice like this. I'm just going to add a little bit of blush. I'm going to go for Benefit Pom Pom. I do really like this brush. I've actually been using the Luminoso by Milani quite a lot recently, but I'm going to go with a bit of Pom Pom because it's got a lovely like reddish terracotta-y kind of hue to it, and I really like it, especially for this time of year. And I think it'll go nicely with my eyes. I'll just pat a little bit on the highest parts of my cheeks. Oh, my hair's really crispy now. But yeah, this bit's just because I want a bit of volume and I wanted it out of my face. Look how curly it is. It's like a little, yeah. It's not like curly though, is it? It's more like wavy. It's just like waves, and my hair's just going to be really frizzy, I have a feeling. So we shall see. I'm going to go in with a little bit of, I might actually go with Benefit Dandelion Twinkle. I do have Cookie, and I also have, what is it, Twinkle, Cookie, and Tickle. This one is Tickle. It's a very pinky gold kind of colour. It's really nice. I prefer that one. I'm a bit more tan though. So we're going to go with Dandelion. Dandelion is a bit softer. It's a bit softer. It's a little bit golden. It's not too heavy, so you can kind of do it, and it kind of gives you that glow rather than like boom highlight. It's more of a like nice natural glow from within. I've just seen that they've just released some more highlighters, which do look really good. Yeah, Benefit do know how to do a good highlighter and a good blush and a good bronzer. I've still not tried their foundation. I remember when I was working for them, we used to always be like, whenever there was a new product launching, we'd be like, oh my god, I wonder if it's foundation, and it never was. And then this year they've actually brought foundation out. People always ask me if I'd go back to working in makeup, and the short answer is no, I wouldn't. I love makeup and I love doing makeup, and I've been doing my mum's makeup recently. She's had a few events going on, but no, I'm more of a, I love applying makeup on myself and people I know, and I'm just not a salesperson, so I couldn't work like in a shop selling makeup. It's just not for me. Although this time of year, I went into Boots yesterday and I didn't see anyone I knew because I just didn't want to disturb them. Being December, on the 22nd of Christmas week, it's just absolute nightmare to be working in retail. I'm just going to put a bit of mascara. I'm going to go in with Benefit, They're Real. This is not sponsored by Benefit, God, I wish it was. But you know, they do still do some really good products. And they've got a new, my favourite mascara before I used to like They're Real was L'Oreal Telescopic. Still actually kind of love that mascara, but I haven't used it for a really, really long time, and apparently they've got a new one. So I really want to try that. And the Maybelline eye eraser concealer thing. So I think I'm going to, but I have used them. I think if you look back at the beginning at all my videos, I probably would have been using those, which is funny. And I used to love the L'Oreal True Match foundations. Anyone remember that one? That was really good. So I'll be interested to see if I got them again, whether I'd like them again. It's just that sometimes when they used to have like 20% off, and then we'd get our Boots discount on top of that. So that would be, that was like 12.5% as well, on top of the 20%. So, and I used to save all my points, and then with my points I then used to buy things that I would normally never buy. Okay, there we go, so that's the eyes done. See, I love doing something simple like this because it really opens up my eyes, and I think it makes them look really like big and pretty. I like it. Yeah, and my eyelashes look really good as well. So pretty happy. I'm going to go in with a little bit. Another Benefit product, bloody hell. Take the girl out of Benefit, can't take the benefit out of the girl, can you? Right, so I'm just going to go in with this. So I'm just going to go backwards so it coats the entire hair. So backwards, dip it in again, and then go back through. And again on this side, so backwards, so coat the underside and the top side, and then go back through in the direction you want it to go. And that's the brows done. My colours are changing. Okay, so that's that done. Lipstick wise, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I might do, should we do a red lip? I think I need a bit more bronzer. So I might go with my MAC Give Me Sun Mineral Ice Skin Finish, which I use as a bronzer. And I'm going to go in with like a nice big bronzing brush like this. This is a Revolution multitask brush. I'm just going to put a little bit on the highest points of my cheeks by my ears. Like so. Yeah, that's perfect. Just a bit of more warmth, that was all I wanted. Okay, I've got my Diva by MAC, Miss Diva. It's just like a burgundy-ish lip liner, which I'm going to use now, mainly because I do like the colour of it. I'm going to put like maybe a red lip with it. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to mirror. We'll use Charlotte Tilbury. And for that, it took me years to like my Cupid's bow, but I do really like it. I think of lip liner, I always rest my little finger on my chin or something, just so that you don't have to, and then just make sure you pat it so that it moves any makeup, but just so that you don't, just so you've got support. So you rest. Obviously if you draw it over your cupid's bow, it does make your lips look bigger, but I don't really like that on me. I prefer to have like a definition on your cupid's bow. I think it makes it look pretty. I do have the Fenty liquid lip in Uncensored, and I'm going to put that on, I think. I'm going to put my Fenty on. It is a different shade to obviously the lip liner that I've used, because I've used more of a burgundy. I can't find my red lip liner, which is I think it's Urban Decay by Gwen Stefani. But if you can recommend me any drugstore makeup products that you recommend that are really good, anything for a full face would be amazing, and then I can invest in them and go back to my roots of drugstore. But I really love that colour. I think it's lovely, it's Christmassy, beautiful. So I'm just going to go off and finish my hair, and I'll come back to show you my final look with my Christmas jumper and everything. So Hi everyone, editing Letty here. Just thought I'd quickly come on and say I'm sorry for not filming an outro, but here's my finished look. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a huge big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you in my next one. Thank you, bye bye.